So today we're going to build a fluid extractor for sucking oil out of lawnmower engines, car transmissions, anything that needs oil sucking out or any kind of fluid. It makes it really handy for cleaning the bottom of fuel tanks. As long as there's fuel in there, you can basically vacuum up sediments off the bottom of the fuel tank. And you can buy them. They're usually like $80 for a really cheap plastic one, and they run off of compressed air off your air compressor. And today we're going to build one. Mine imploded and shot oil all over the place. So I'm going to build a heavy duty one for as cheap as I can. So we're going to use a propane tank, portable propane tank. And this, which I found at a yard sale, looks new. It's they're called a vacuum generator, or I've heard them called a transducer. Basically they're a Venturi. And you hook compressed air to this side from your air compressor. It goes in through a Venturi, and out this is the exhaust, which the fast-moving air creates a less pressure situation on this side, so it'll pull a vacuum, basically. So I'm going to attach this propane tank. I already started this job, but then realized that this might make a good video, so I had a bunch of 1-inch pipe fittings I'm going to use. The hole on the propane tank is 3/4 inch, but I just used a bushing, and I'm going to use 1-inch stuff for the most part. I'll show you here. So this is the vacuum generator, which has a website on there. I went on it and it didn't list any prices, so it's probably really expensive, but I'm sure you can find some cheaper ones. And so yeah, like I was saying, you can see that P with a positive, that's positive pressure. It's P negative, negative pressure. And that's P positive and P negative combined. So that's your exhaust. Which, and I know some people, you can buy an air muffler for this because it's just basically sounds like a wide open screaming air hose. But I'm just gonna wear protection when I use it and leave it open like that. So then I already put most of my fittings together. This is gonna screw in to the top of the propane tank. It'll screw in right here. I'm going to attach a pressure gauge just to see if it gets plugged up. If it starts pulling a harder than normal vacuum, I'll know there's a plug somewhere. This side is going to be where the negative pressure line hooks to from that vacuum generator. And then this is just going to be where I dump it into an oil barrel. So here's the propane tank, and I got a 3/4 inch nipple in there ready to screw on my other pipe fittings, and I already welded in, I guess it's probably a 1/2 inch pipe, I don't know, 3/8 pipe. Anyway, I drilled a hole in it. I filled it up with water just to be safe. I had let it breathe for a couple days, but just to be safe I filled the tank up with water and then drilled a hole in it and welded this nipple on there, and that is where the oil line is going to be hooked to, a flexible line, where that's what you'll stick down into the engine to actually suck engine oil out and stuff. So now I'm just going to put it together and show you the final result. connect the hose, I'm going to use pressure washer hose fittings because they don't have a valve in there for anything to get clogged up on. On the last one I used air couplers, and the valve in there catches any kind of debris and it ends up plugging it up, and that's why my other one imploded. So we use this because they're straight shot through. Alright, so this is just a flexible, like a nylon hose. You can use like semi-truck air brake line, a nylon line. This is just like a DOT connection shoved into that, and then the pressure washer fitting on the end. So that will plug in right here. So that's where it's going to be. Basically, it's just a vacuum chamber. This is the only outlet, so whatever's in front of that hose is going to get sucked up. Now I gotta, I guess I put that hose kind of in the way of the gauge, but it'll be alright. Just gotta put the vacuum generator on there and run the hose and fitting to this. It'll be done.
Rock station. This is the Pepsi Kids Stone. We're open. If you could get
I already drilled holes in this to mount the vacuum generator. Just need a little fluid to test it with.
96.3, The Blaze. It's for you.
I'm going to go ahead and dump out the water I had put in there. Hose back up. Close the valve out. Some air to it. When I installed this, I put a little tiny ball valve just so I can keep an air hose hooked to it and shut it on and off.
All rock, all the time.
So I got my bucket of water here. Got good suction. So there you have it. Works good. It actually works faster than the store-bought one I had before. I was pulling about negative 15 psi in the vacuum. Well, actually, that's negative 15 inches of mercury to be exact. But yeah, you could see how I could vacuum the sediment off the bottom. If that was a fuel tank, that'd save you a lot of work to have to pull a fuel tank off a motorcycle or something, you know. It's good for when you have a fuel pump go out on your car right after you filled it all the way to the top. You can suck, you know, it takes 4 or 5 times, but you can suck all the fuel out so when you drop the tank it's not so heavy. But I don't recommend gasoline because it's so flammable. That's at your own risk. You know, this much moving air causes a lot of static electricity, so be careful. Alright, well, thanks for watching.